15 minutes gone, and in the second leg, no score. Taken by Lloyd. David Needham with the flick on. Francis! Has he got it in? He has! Well, 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 the goal that Forest needed, wanted and were desperate for, and Francis, the man around whom there's been so much discussion, puts the ball in the net from Needham's flick on. And Forest are level on aggregate, and this tie has opened up again. Nottingham Forest back now, full of hope, back in the land of credibility in this European Cup tie. And look at the free kick taken by Larry Lloyd. Watch for David Needham's flick on. And now watch Francis coming in. There he is. That's the man who scored the winning goal in the final last season, and he has restored Forest's European Cup dreams again tonight. That was Needham. This is O'Neill. Chaletsky. McGovern. Birtles turning. That'll give Forest so much heart now. Drive by Birtles. Oof. You can see the confidence soaring now in the Forest side. Just what they required with the goal when it came when it did, and Birtles almost got another one there. It didn't miss the post by much, did it? Chaletsky plays it short, driven by Brillac, and Chilton got down superbly. The linesman may actually have seen an offside there. I don't quite know whether there was a player ahead of the defence. It looked to me as though there was a player offside, but Chilton's save was magnificent and necessary. Needham. Aimed at Francis, number 10. Takes on Tropar and beats him, and Birtles is in the middle. Oh, that was a fine move by Forest, and could so easily have brought their second from Gary Birtles. Watch Francis here. This is where he played in the European Cup final on the right. Gets his cross in. Birtles the flick header. Rudberlight the save. Riediger came in. That's the man who scored in the first leg. And he wasn't far away with that header either. Chaletsky bends the corner long and high, and Riediger comes in with the header, and it drops just over. Chilton scrambling slightly. They've settled down well. Here's Francis. But there's still a long way to go. That was no act for Riediger. Oh, he's gone past Larry Lloyd very smoothly. Next is the player in the centre waiting for the ball to be played in. It may be played behind him. It is to Chaletsky. Chaletsky shot! That was a sweeping move by Dynamo Berlin, and shows that the captain, Chaletsky, is the man on the end of so much. Here's Riediger, having slipped Larry Lloyd. He waits for support, plays the ball right across a fine ball, that. Beautifully delivered, and Chaletsky's drive wide of the near post. John McGovern. O'Neill. This is the close football that Forest can be very good at on the edge of the penalty area. Still O'Neill. Francis turning. Oh, he's got another one. No, it hit the bar, and it's play on, is it? Or has the referee given the goal? The Germans think it's a case of playing on. The referee has gone back to the centre, and Francis's arms raised, and the goal, will it be given? He's looking at his linesman, and a goal has been given, it would appear. The Germans tried to play on, but I'm sure the ball was in the roof of the net, and Francis gets another one. And Forest are now in front. 37 minutes gone, and a tremendous piece of finishing there. Just watch this. The ball played in low. Francis turns. He shoots from the narrowest of angles. It's over the goalkeeper. It crashes against the underside, but it's over the line. May have looked a bit like the 1966 World Cup final, but believe me, that one also counts. Move and broke for Forest, who may well get even more space now because the Germans have got to push people forward. And here's Frank Gray for Forest looking for Birtles on the far side. Running slightly into trouble, but can he find Robertson? Francis is over on the far post. Oh, penalty, is it? It's a penalty. Is it? Yes, the Forest. The trip on John Robertson, and Forest have a penalty. 5 minutes before half-time. And the interesting thing now is that Trevor Francis has walked forward to have a quick discussion, but Robertson is the penalty taker, and I'm sure he'll take it. He missed his last one in a European match in Barcelona in the Super Cup, but he scored unerringly twice past Ray Clements in the League Cup semi-final, and now he could surely put this European tie almost without question beyond doubt. John Robertson. And he seems to have done so. It's 3-0. And Forest here have almost gone into dreamland. Who would have thought that in the first half they would be 3 goals up? 2 for Francis, who's got his arms around the scorer of the third, Robertson, himself brought down and himself the penalty taker. Just see here as he takes it with the right foot, Rudberlight goes to his left and he goes entirely the wrong way. Lovely kick by Robertson. Going to make anything at all of this. Tuletsky with the kick. Polkar jumps nowhere near the ball. Strasser miscues his shot. Oh, and that's a foul by Robertson. It's a penalty. Nowak was fouled by John Robertson, and a penalty has been given. The right back in the attack was brought down. A reverse situation to the first half, and John Robertson, who won that first half penalty, now gives one away. So, a chance for Dynamo Berlin to get back into the match. 5 minutes into the second half. Tuletsky is the dead ball expert, the captain and number 7. He will take the kick against Shilton. And scores! And the stadium comes to life. And it's remarkable that all but one of the goals scored against Nottingham Forest in away legs in the European Cup have been scored from the penalty spot. And it was from there that Shilton was beaten here by Tuletsky, the Dynamo captain, who really drove it. Shilton guessed right and actually was terribly unlucky. Look at that, he wasn't far away, the goalkeeper. Shilton crowded out there, but oh, it's still loose. And is it in the net? No, it isn't. The goalkeeper seems to have fallen on the ball right on the line. The Germans are appealing it was over the line in the first place. Now, what's the referee going to do? It was a real scramble. Forrest are just sort of trying to sort it all out. I think he must give Shilton a free kick for what happened on the line. He was battered and they're appealing it went over the line there. Played short for Ulrich to drive it across. Oof, my word, that was a close thing. The linesman on the far side was flagging anyway, actually, so it probably wasn't as close as it may have looked. Ulrich was the man that made the run down the left, and there was just a touch on it at the near post, which sent it out for a goal kick. Tuletsky takes. Nowak gets a touch on it. Net! Oh, he's missed it. Well, the German players flopped to their knees then. They saw their last chance go of staging a dramatic recovery because number 11, Wolf Rudiger Netz, had a clear shooting chance here. On the volleys, that's true, but he had a sight of Shilton's goal and he put the ball inches past Forest's far post, and Netz will regret that miss. And the referee has blown and Nottingham Forest are there in the semi-final. A performance which, bearing in mind how things stood before tonight, was against the odds. They were a goal down, but 3 first-half goals did the trick for Forest. As you can see from the caption, Tuletsky got one back for Dynamo in the second half and gave the second half an added edge, in fact, with the Germans coming forward. But Forest's organisation then took over, their flair having got them the first-half lead. And once again, Brian Clough and Peter Taylor have pulled off what looked so unlikely. And their team, after the disappointment of Saturday's defeat at Wembley, performed magnificently here in East Berlin tonight.